आइए अब हम चलते हैं आप और आपकी दुनिया में, आप और आप, जहां आपके होस्ट है हमारे जाने माने Mr. Sibton Kazmi. Mr. Kazmi is the CEO of A Money Matter Mortgage Inc. It's located right here in the heart of Tysons Corner, Virginia. Mr. Kazmi has another rather hot-shot guest in our studio today. She has quite a name and fame on the map. Let's discover her and let's join Mr. Kazmi in his conversation.
Good morning. Sibton Kazmi, another episode of Aparat, and we are here. You know, I've been around South Asia, and my guests so far have been from South Asia. But today I said, let's expand our horizons, and we go a little bit to the west. And I want to welcome Miss Brazil 2012, Jenna. Hi, Jenna, how are you?
Hello, how are you?
Good, good. Thank you very much for coming. I know you have a busy schedule and whatnot, and I really appreciate the fact that you're coming.
Of course, it is a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm excited, and 2015 has been a great year so far.
Oh.
And I look forward for everything else that is coming along.
So tell me about before you become Miss Brazil. What made you get into pageants?
I was never really like a model back home. But since I moved here, I always got invitations to participate in events and pageants like that. And I had a really good friend that approached me and offered to be my sponsor for Miss Brazil US.
Okay.
And was a really interesting experience for me. I learned so much. And I have been in Dubai and a few other countries regarding that. And what I have learned the most out of it is that you really stand out by your inside-out beauty.
Okay.
You know, I'm proudly Brazilian, so for me the biggest thing was to represent my country.
Okay.
And I work in education for many years, so that opened me doors to be a volunteer in Africa through UNICEF. So I felt really glad and thankful for the experience because that was truly a lifetime changing.
So I'm sure during the pageant you had a great experience and it was very overwhelming. If you didn't have the crown in your life, do you think your life would have been any different?
I am a very go-getter person,
Okay.
so whatever I set my mind to, I definitely work hard to get it. But definitely, I think the Miss Brazil US did open doors for me and did put me in touch with many interesting people.
Okay.
So if I had to do it again and go back in time, I definitely would do it.
Oh, wonderful. So when you said the crown has opened doors for you, what are we talking about?
Job opportunities, you know.
Okay.
Travels, you know, my volunteer experience that was really good. It's kind news experience, so was really good. And as a woman, it's such a honor, you know, like to represent in a beauty contest your country.
Yeah.
But the most of all, like I said, really the key is not being focused on beauty, but really show who you are as a person. And I think sometimes beauty contest or beauty tile camouflage this, you know, a woman, smile is the perfect makeup, you know, and I feel that I have always take really good care of my body and try to be healthy. But I think now that I also focus on my mind, my soul, and my well-being, I feel in my best state of life.
So that's fantastic. Now, I always a big fan of humor in life. So during your journey from the pageant and after the pageant, or during the pageant, did anything share something with us? Something funny happened? They're like, oh my God, how did this happen?
Yeah, I genuinely never thought I would get to the final for some reason, because the girls are so beautiful and they all had this experience in like pageants before, and for me it was really more for fun in the beginning, and I was interested in have somehow a work related to represent the children from Brazil and open doors in this aspect. But as it came by, I was just, you become confident and then you're like, no, I can do this. And out of the sudden you're there. And I truly encourage all girls that want to try something new.
Correct.
In life, have no fear. Put yourself out there. Try hard, and if it doesn't happen, it's not going to be because you didn't
What's
try.
the big deal?
What a big deal.
At least you know what not to do next time.
Exactly. The worst that can happen is you take a no, but if you don't try, it's a no anyway.
Correct.
Go there, do your best, and have fun. Everything that happens in my life, I believe that happens for a reason.
Okay.
And I feel that as older I get, I just feel more open to experience and expect less, but do your best.
Fantastic. But you mentioned that you are in education. So
yes.
what are you, a teacher or you management?
Back home, I have always worked in childcare.
Okay.
Since when I was a baby, my mom always used to say, "Oh, I would always hear you teaching your dolls."
You're a professional babysitter, even at a young age.
Even when I was 1, I thought I would take care of kids. Okay. So I grew up in childhood education, and in Brazil I worked for the Rede Pueridomus. That is one of the biggest schools back home. And I always stand out as a professional in education.
Oh, okay.
Because I truly feel that when you love what you do, you study hard and you work hard and you truly shine. So I was always really happy to work with that. So the schools that I used to work were bilingual schools. Okay. Because in Brazil, kids have English as a second language, but not everybody that speak fluently.
Correct.
So I developed this program for bilingual schools where they would learn a second language through playing. So they would have ballet class, swimming class, cooking class, in the language that they were learning. So you don't just learn the language, you learn the culture. And it's proved that kids from 0 to 6 have a much higher ability to learn a second or third or even fourth language. So after working this project that was very successful in Brazil, and I'm very proud of it, I decided to move to the US to learn more about the culture and improve my English and then go back home. But I stayed and I started to study and work with the families here, and now we have a company. I'm the founder and CEO, and the name is Molinet Solutions. You guys can actually visit us online, www.molinetsolutions.com, and there we offer child care, we offer family consulting, and we offer also consulting for the schools, in special South America schools that want to implement a second language. So we do in-person, online, or over the phone coaching practice. And also, we are a company that highly support working moms and working parents. And I think that nowadays, parents are very different from before. We never had such a higher number of parents that are out there working hard for their careers, especially here in the US. And we never have had this number of working moms, that have this challenge between being a successful professional, a successful mom, and a successful wife. And sometimes here in the US, working with families, you see this balance very clear. Parents that doesn't spend much time with their kids, and when they do, have a quality time. And that's that quote that say, "Oh, after you have a baby, you forgot the husband." So it's all a balance that you need to find. And sometimes people do need a push do need somebody to help them to get to that strategy so they can develop the best person of
Correct.
themselves.
Yeah, it could be sometimes it happens that it's right under your nose, but you don't see it.
You don't see
And
it.
somebody, I was like, oh my God, it was there all along. Okay, I understand. Wow,
And,
okay.
I never thought that a mentor would be such a significant person in somebody's life until I had one. And I
okay.
still have a mentor nowadays. I love him, and he helped me so much to achieve the next level. So that's what we offer, and I'm very proud of it. I believe in the project, and I look forward to share and help many families to
Correct,
get
correct.
there.
So now, since you were on stage and it helped you achieve your goals or things which you wanted to do you considering acting or modeling or anything else?
I think, every experience that comes to our life, we should grab it.
Correct, yes, absolutely.
And try out there, it's never too late to learn, it's never too late to try, and it's never too late to improve. So I'm open and flexible for whatever the universe brings to me.
Wow, but what would be your ideal thing what universe would want you want from the universe?
I definitely wanna still work in this line with families and children, but I would achieve another approach. I don't know, maybe in another country or somewhere else, a TV show related to that. I have so many projects that I want to work on, and I feel that I have achieved one by one, step by step. And I really look forward for my future. And
Really?
I'm very happy in where I am in life right now.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yes.
Very, very few people can say that I love what I do. I'm very happy where I am. And very few that is very fortunate. And it doesn't happen overnight, and it doesn't happen itself.
No, yeah.
You have to work at it, and things like that. Now, I'm also involved in a pageant. It's a Miss India DC pageant. And I've been doing it for, my wife and I have been doing it for 20 years. We just finished our 20 years. I think we had talked about it over the phone one time
Yes.
about this. Unfortunately, we couldn't have you as a judge, and we would love to have you as a judge next year.
Yes, next
And,
year I will definitely be there.
Yeah, it'll be in September next year. So,
Okay.
Mark your calendar. I know you're a busy lady. So I come across a lot of girls doing the pageant, and I see young kids, 18, 19, 20. And what I love about them is they're ambitious, they're energetic,
Yeah.
and all that. So what I request to you is that look at the camera and tell those girls who are in the pageant or going to be in the pageant or thinking about being in a pageant, just give them a message. See what you look in that square box and what you think.
Okay. First of all, hi, beautiful. My advice for all of you is that just go out there, follow your dreams, and be yourself. Now, if I think as a young girl myself, was hard to leave home, coming from South America base where you live with your family until you get married. So out of the sudden I was here in the US on my own, didn't know the language very well, but I had a dream and I came for it and I made it happen, and if I did, you can do it too. And take good care of yourself, eat well, but most of all, do what makes you happy. Be around positive people, be involved in people that are in the same mission as you. And if you make mistakes, it's okay, we all do. Just put yourself back up and keep going, because if I got that, you can get it there too.
Great message. Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately again, time is sometimes biggest criminal. I appreciate you guys watching, and I want to thank Miss Brazil USA, Jenna, for coming again.
You're
It was such a
welcome.
pleasure. Thank
Of
you.
course.
And we'll see each other next month.
Bye.
Bye-bye.